Hi everybody, this is Janet Wright, and this video is an intro video to the videos of this whole triplet set. And this triplet set is the first triplet set of July 2018. Each month has 2 triplet sets now, and so this is the first set of the month, and the theme is about clairvoyance and viewing yourself, and also authenticity and self-acceptance and melting facades, which are sort of fake concepts that you sort of hide behind. Maybe you show other people on an energy level like, oh, I'm always productive, or I always exercise, or always, And so we want to melt those also because those are going to make you not want to see yourself. These facades. So the idea behind this triplet set that the angels wanted me to help people with is basically clairvoyance, viewing energy, is a natural ability of your 6th chakra that everybody has. So your 6th chakra, is your 3rd eye, basically. That's what it's called. That's another name for it. But it's an energy center that everybody has. And it's not that hard to heal it and get good flow in that energy center and be present in that energy center. So why can't everyone see their own energy then if it's pretty easy to have good flow there? Well, the reason is because there are all sorts of levels of baggage that trigger when people are trying to see themselves, when they're trying to see themselves, like literally to see their aura and see their chakras and see their grounding, or when they're just trying like on a subconscious sort of metaphorical level to see themselves, like see their own part in a conflict they're having with somebody, or see their own responsibility that they could take for their own emotional state. Maybe they're blaming, their bad day on somebody else's actions or somebody else's blah, blah, blah. And really, if they could really see clearly, they could either visualize it literally or just kind of realize, oh yeah, I could have done that and I could have done that, and that would have helped a lot. So I want to help people, and the angels want to help people to use clairvoyance consciously and subconsciously to accurately view themselves. And the idea is, if you get a couple of healings from me, your 6th chakra is probably fine. Even the spirit one, the physical one. So it's not that. It's not that you don't have a 6th chakra and it's not working fine. It's just all of the other baggage that gets in the way, so that when you try to perceive yourself, either literally viewing your energy or just thinking about yourself and your role in relationships or whatever, you get these subconscious triggers and it clouds your perception. It makes you less accurate. So the idea in a nutshell is sort of, the angel said, when people are ready to see, they're going to see. When people are ready to see themselves, they'll see themselves. So the idea is, not to just wait and be like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm just not ready. Maybe 20 years from now I'll be ready. It doesn't have to be that way. In this case, the angels are really psyched about this triplet set and all the videos and techniques, because you can, it's not like, oh, divine timing is 10 years from now you'll be clairvoyant and the divine timing is not right for it now. No, I mean, you can work on this. You can clear this baggage that's in the way, so that you have much more accurate perception of your own strengths and weaknesses, much more accurate perception of how you can take responsibility to create positive change, much more accurate, literal ability to see energy blocks and tears in your aura, stuff like that. So that's the idea. When people are ready to see, they'll see. And we want, so this triplet set is to help you get ready sooner, And of course, like all things, it's not like I can wave my magic wand or something and poof, your clairvoyance is like full on and glorious, It's a step-by-step thing. That's the reality of all this stuff. So we want you to get more and more ready to accurately perceive yourself through clairvoyance, conscious and subconscious clairvoyance. Okay? Woohoo! So in this triplet set, sort of to orient you to the videos, the new videos that I made for this triplet set, I actually have already made them, so I can tell you about them pretty clearly. I still have to edit them and title them. But I've made 1, 2, 3, 4 new videos for this triplet set. Okay, but that may be all the videos that I'm going to make for this triplet set. I mean, it's certainly all the techniques that are used in this triplet set. So the reason there are 4 instead of 3 is because the beginning part of the healing, like the first 12 minutes of the healing, usually it's sort of summed up by an old video that I made, so I can just put that video in the playlist and you can do that if you want. But I just switched it up enough that I added some things. So I added this thing which I'm calling, you know, you're melting devices in your aura. And there's a funny way I describe it. I call it porcupining, which is kind of bizarre, but it's like, because people can throw like these sort of spear-like hard pieces of energy in your aura. And if you don't know about that and you just do like standard aura repair and sort of your aura grows back, they'll just be still there. And so that really affects the strength of your aura. So I had to teach people about that. So that's in this first video, the intro is the part 1, that'll be the part 2 video, the first technique video. It's actually a really long walkthrough because I do so many techniques at the start of each healing. And so to put them all in a video, it's pretty long. So if you don't want to know the techniques, then don't watch it, you know? You could maybe just do like a tricolor soak, which is a 6-minute video instead. If you're just like, oh, I don't want to learn anything, you know, that's fine. I still love you. Just do maybe a tricolor soak instead. That's a 6-minute video, so simple, and that'll enhance your flow and releasing. So that's nice. But if you want to know, you know, it's got tricolor soak in it. It's got DGS, Divine Gold Sandstorm, to, you know, clear out stuff. It's got the, you know, melting away or getting rid of these porcupining, these little devices that stick out. It's got getting rid of scarring in your aura, like hard pieces due to stress. It gets rid of that. We do some chakra supersizing where you, which is a different video, but I threw it into this part 2 video. So it's really all encompassing. Like everything I did in the first 12 minutes will be in this 40-minute video, which is funny, you know, it just again emphasizes how much I can get done in these triplet healings, you know, because it's only like a 20-minute or at most a 30-minute healing. This time, yesterday it was 30 minutes. But to explain it and walk you through it in a video is like at least 40 minutes. But anyway. We also supersize the lower chakras, which helps you to not to be sleepy, and helps you to have a better fit. We did that. We also even cleared energy blocks above the head and above the top of the aura 2 different times in the video, which helps you to just feel so much better, particularly when you have accelerated growth. You need to do that. So that is in there. We even did Divine Gold Sandstorm and Gold Bottle Brush in the legs to get better leg flow. We even did Divine Gold Sandstorm in the first layer of the aura, particularly around the legs, but everywhere, so that your astral body is more likely in your legs. And we just mentioned briefly in the video, bringing up the earth energy to go in the Kundalini chakra and the first chakra. So it is a very, very thorough video. And it of course does aura repair. So if you don't like long videos, just skip it. If you're okay with it, you know, you can also half listen to it. Like you could do your breakfast at the same time, you know, or, you know, fold laundry at the same time. So anyway, that's going to be the part 2 video. And I would love to hear your feedback about that. You could post it under the video. And, there's another step that we did after that I was going to put in that video, but it was like, oh God, this video is so long already. So I didn't do it, but there's an old video for it. So I'll include that in the playlist called Giant Collapsing Gold Nets. So we also did that, Giant Collapsing Gold Nets, in the healings. We will be doing it in the other 2 healings. And Giant Collapsing Gold Nets is a technique. That video isn't too long. I don't know, if I had to guess, maybe it's like 12 minutes long. But it's a process to get rid of entities or beings out of your space, and it's very simple. And some people actually, well, you use it on yourself, but also if you're If you're more than just a pure newbie, you could use it on your kids too, because it helps kids sleep better. But you could check with me in like the comment section of that video, you know, am I ready to use it on my kids yet, you know? But it is nice to use on your kids. It's just that it's good to really have, you know, get good at your own grounding and use it on yourself for like maybe at least a week, and then do it on your kids, you know, but do it on yourself first and then be like, okay, angels help me do this on my kids, you know, but you can comment about that. But anyway, so we did that in the healing, and so I'll put that in the playlist. And then in order to support this theme of getting you ready to use your clairvoyance, because when you're ready to see, you'll see, you know, and it's not so triggering for you to see an accurate version of yourself, you'll see it, right? So to help you clear all those triggers, we did 3 different techniques. So that's why I had to make videos, a lot of videos. So one of them is stacking and clearing 3 different ways, which, you know, you may remember from the bunny thing. It's like an old video, Be Less Scattered, where I use a bunny. And we use stacking and clearing so that you're less scattered. Well, we did that, but more. This was like the 2nd generation of that video. And so that's the part 3 video. And so it helps you to be less scattered, but like unblock on like really cool levels. So it's stacking and clearing 3 ways, so that you're more ready to truly see yourself on conscious and subconscious levels. So that's cool. So that's the part 3 video. The part 4 video is healing stuck inner child parts of you, so that you can better perceive yourself, like the real version of you, you know, with your flaws and your strengths and your weaknesses, and be less sort of attached to these perfect denial sort of fantasies about how you should be. So then once you're really comfortable with the way you are, then you can, you know, start creating some realistic goals and work towards them. So in order to get people out of the fantasy denial space into this sort of realistic, goal-oriented, you know, productive space with their wellness, I had to help people heal inner child energy, wounded inner child energy. But it's pretty simple and fun. You make little presents for your wounded inner child, so it's cute. So that video is, let's see, 1, 2, 3. That'll be the part 3 video, I guess. I'm getting all confused. Oh, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be the part 4 video. It'll have inner child in the title. But again, the point is, I mean, it is to heal inner child, which is cool to do no matter what, for any reason, at any time. But it's to help you to be more ready to see yourself clearly. So it's the ultimate point is for clairvoyance, to be able to see yourself, to be ready to see yourself. All right, and so the final video, which is the part 5 video, actually, is a really fun thing. I've been wanting to have a video on this for a long time. I think I briefly mentioned it at some point in a video, but not recently, that's for sure. But anyway, melting facades, melting unhealthy facades. So a facade is like a false front that you put up that's not really you. And in an aura, it can just be, you know, a sort of a little wall that is in part of your aura. And it just like this sort of false advertising kind of on a spirit level where you're like, I'm always honest, or I work out regularly, I always eat healthy, you know? And it's like somehow, you know, probably when you were feeling a little insecure or something, you created it, but if you don't get rid of it, it's still there. And it takes so much energy, these facades, but you don't realize it consciously. But once you do something like melting them in a gradual, safe way, it's very liberating. It's really feels cool. You would think that you'd feel kind of vulnerable by melting them, but you're just melting the ones that you're ready to melt. So it's actually a very liberating, relaxing feeling. So again, and that is to help you in service of having clairvoyance and being ready to use it, because you already have it. So the point is, are you ready to use it? You know, because when you're ready to see yourself, you'll see yourself, right? So we need to start clearing more and more of these unhealthy facades at the, you know, at the pace that's healthy for you, but so that you really want to see the real you know, because if a part of you is so stuck in this image of, oh, I always work out, I'm so healthy, you know, then it's going to get in the way of you creating a realistic workout plan for yourself, you know, that's like, okay, I want to work out once a week, you know, that might be a realistic thing, you know, or maybe I want to work out twice a month, you know, that might be a good first step, you know, but if you're so in your facade, that won't even happen, you know, you'll just hate yourself and be like, oh, I really should do this, but I'm not, oh. So anyway, so that's pretty much the triplet set. It's all those techniques. At the end of each healing, we do, again, another supersize your legs, supersize your lower chakras, make them roomy, and then clean out your legs. So I'll probably throw that old video in the playlist. But you don't really need that little video if you're going to do the big one, the big part 2 video, the 40-minute one. But anyway, at the end of each healing in this triplet set, I did yesterday, and I will be doing, walking people through supersizing their legs. And then it's like a mini version really of the part 2. Like we do a little bit of clearing above the aura and above the head. We redo the gold energy aura buffer zones, of course, which is its own video. Okay, so now let's just end this video with the same way we ended we're gonna end each healing, which is to ask your angels for a healing and a blessing. So go ahead, just, if you want, close your eyes. I usually do it that way myself, but just say angels, and that'll, you know, alert your personal angels to listen. Just say, angels, can you please give me a healing and a blessing? And while your angels heal you, you can just take deep breaths. That's all. You don't have to do anything. So maybe your healing is already done. Maybe your angels are going to keep it going for a few more minutes, but you don't have to worry about it. Your angels know how long to give you a healing for. Okay? So I hope this makes sense. I hope you get a sense of the videos that are in this triplet set. And, you know, I encourage you to, you know, don't feel obligated that you have to do all of them. You know, use your intuition. Do them in the order that you wish. Do them as much as you wish. It's all good, you know. Obviously, the more you work on your energy, the more you progress. But, you know, we're all at different levels, you know. So, again, when you accurately perceive yourself, you can make accurate baby step goals for yourself. Okay? So it's all good. No judgment. All right. Take care. Bye.